We're just trying to get our team ready. Everything is about what's best for our team, and so this was just the next step.
Was the timing of it important prior to mini camp at all, Frank?
Everything that's happened before this point, it's pointless. So for me, I want to do everything I can day in and day out. I still think it's a process,
It's about dang time. It's about dang time they finally came out with this news. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're having a great and fabulous Friday. If not, I hope this video can make it a little bit better. Now, with that being said, in today's video, we got not one, not two, but three major topics to talk about with these new NFL stars. I said NFL stars. I meant to say young stars that are now heading into the NFL, but you get what I'm trying to say. We got a Bryce Young update. That obviously is going to be the main topic, but also we got an update on Jahmyr Gibbs, the Lions running back they took in the first round. A lot of people stated when the Lions took Jahmyr Gibbs, it was way too early and it was a terrible pick, but I said from day one, I disagree with that statement. I'm not going to be delusional. Yeah, it was a little risky taking him that high, but this kid, he is that special, and I think he's going to be worth it. You're going to want to see that update, but also, we got an update on wide receiver 1 in this most recent NFL draft, JSN, a.k.a. Jackson Smith-Njigba. I love talking about these young NFL players heading into their first season because it's a really intriguing topic because we don't know how they're going to do. It's just so funny because we all know all of these guys are not going to pan out. And that's what's cool about it to me, and it makes it a great argument and great topics to talk about because there's so many mixed feelings and opinions. We got a jam-packed video to say the least. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. You know what? Normally, you know how I like to do things. We build up to the main topic. We save it for last, but I'll say we switch things around, and let's start off with the main topic. How about that? And let me know in the comment section, because I do see people here and there saying, Matt, you take forever to get to the main topic. Just hurry up and get to it. So what do y'all think? Should we starting off with the main topic more often, or do you like it when we build up to it? Me personally, y'all probably have figured this out. I like saving it for last because I like building up to it. It's the same thing as a late night game in college football or the NFL. I like to start off with a couple of appetizer games at 11 and 2:30 before we get into the main encore and event. But hey, that's just me. Like I said, if you want to see us starting off with the main topic more often, just let me know. We'll definitely make some changes if you guys want that because I want you guys to be happy, duh. So with that being said, let's start off and kick it off with Bryce Young. If you don't know the backstory in the situation with Bryce Young and the Panthers, it was stated that Andy Dalton only a couple of weeks ago, he was going to be QB1. Bryce Young wasn't going to be taking reps with the first team right off the bat, which it is what it is. For those of y'all that don't know this, that is very common in the NFL. So it wasn't a big deal. Although I didn't like it because you take a guy number 1, everybody and their mom knows he's going to be the starter. So I don't see why you're playing games and waiting to announce he's going to be our QB1. I don't understand that. The best analogy I can use is you're saving up your entire life to get a Lamborghini, a $350,000 car, and you put it in the garage and you go, I'm going to drive my Honda Civic for a couple more weeks. Like, what? Let's just speed up the process, man. Drive the Lambo. And maybe some of y'all feel different about this, but we're talking about Bryce Young. This guy, he doesn't need to learn a lot like Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. He is ready to go right now. If the Panthers were playing tomorrow and I had to choose, okay, do I want Andy freaking Dalton to be my starting quarterback or Bryce Young? I'm picking Bryce Young every single time. And I think the Panthers, they feel the same way. They just have their way of doing things. And here's what their head coach had to say. Matt wrote a clip.
We saw Bryce take the first snaps today. Is there any change to the depth chart as of right now?
Yeah, Bryce has taken the snaps with the ones this week. That was something that at the beginning Scott and I kind of earmarked the time when we thought would be best, kind of mapping it out, talked it through with the staff. At the beginning of the offseason, this was kind of the time that we had marked this week to just kind of move him up. It's just the next step, right? I mean, there's nothing, I'm not saying, there's really nothing to say other than, hey, we just wanted to move him up this week. Felt like it's been the right time. He had a couple weeks to watch Andy. That was really good stuff. And Andy's continued to perform at a very high level.
I'm sorry, but Andy Dalton's performing at a high level? Come on, man.
Bryce is doing well. Matt's doing well. It's, we're just trying to get our team ready. Everything is about what's best for our team. And so this was just the next step.
Was the timing of it important prior to mini camp at all, Frank?
Yeah. I mean, I think, there was a little bit of get mini camp, and if we can get some things, get some things moving in a direction. But everything is we're just progress. It's a work in progress. getting ready for mini camp, coming back to camp, that whole process like that seems like the right thing to do.
All I know to say is, cool, it's official. Bryce Young is the starting quarterback. I don't want to overcomplicate things. That's all there is to it. And I think Bryce Young, he's ready for the moment. Do you really want me to sit up here and praise this kid? I've done it enough. Let's get a move on. I do want to show you this video clip where Bryce Young also addressed the media after being announced as a new starting quarterback. Matt wrote a clip.
To be a part of this organization, and everything that's happened before this point, it's pointless. So for me, I want to do everything I can day in and day out. I still think it's a process. I'm grateful to be accepted by the team like I have been. It's an amazing locker room, a great group of guys. It's been great to be a part of it, and I want to continue with that. I think that's not something that you're just entitled to, and even if you have a certain level, it's all it's a day by day basis. You have to keep doing that.
I'm gonna pause it right here, and I have a genuine question. How can you not like this kid? I understand it if you don't like me, or you don't like certain people on here like Aaron Rodgers or somebody else, but how can you not like Bryce Young? What is there to hate against him? It's just such a humble and genuine dude. Gosh, man, just so likable. I had to say that. All right, let me show you the rest of this.
So I want to keep pushing myself, keep leaning on my teammates, keep doing everything I can to prove to them that I'm dependable and I want to do everything I can to help the team. Again, I'm grateful for all the guys that have been so welcoming to me, and I want to repay that, keep working.
And maybe some of y'all think this is cliche or corny, but it's how I feel about the situation. It is so nice to see young men who are extremely talented. I mean, we're talking about the #1 overall pick, have no ego and no pride. Like he said, there's no sense of entitlement, and he is grateful for the opportunity, and he understands he has to prove himself at the next level. He even stated it. It doesn't matter what I did at Alabama. All that's irrelevant now, and it is. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. CJ Stroud and Bryce Young aren't just great quarterbacks and beyond talented. They're super great people. Super great people. Does that make sense? Not really, but let's roll with it. I just can't emphasize enough how much I respect and admire CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, and I think they're great role models for the younger generation. Congratulations to Bryce Young for finally being announced as a starting quarterback. You deserve it, man. Best of luck. I would love to talk about that some more, and I could talk about it some more, but let's move along here to our second topic. And that second topic is, piggybacking off of Bryce Young, is his former teammate at Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. We haven't heard too much out of Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions, but apparently they're going to use him the same way he was used at Alabama. It's also been stated and reported that he has quote-unquote impressed many, and I'm not shocked about this whatsoever. I really do wish I could sit up here and go, man, I'm shocked about this Jahmyr Gibbs. He's looking good at training camp or OTAs, whatever you want to call it, and they're going to use him the same way they're going to use him at Alabama. But I'm not shocked about this whatsoever. Nobody has been higher on Jahmyr Gibbs than me, myself, and I. In this most recent NFL draft, this is controversial, but I believe it. He was RB1. Whoa. Hear me out. I know what you're about to say. Matt, how can you say that? Bijan Robinson is way better than Jahmyr Gibbs. Hear me out. If this was 10 years ago, or maybe even 5 to 6, 7 years ago, I'd say, yep, Bijan Robinson was running back 1 in this most recent NFL draft. But, and I have a big but, the NFL game has changed tremendously. The running backs that now thrive in the NFL are guys that are similar to Alvin Kamara. We're starting to see a trend in the NFL. Your smaller running backs who can catch the ball out of the backfield, line up at wide receiver, they're low to the ground super fast and don't take a lot of hits, they see the most success. And I know Ezekiel Elliott, he's on his last leg and his prime's over, but look at him and Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has been a better weapon for the Cowboys just because he's such a threat out of the backfield and he's so fast. You can't coach and you can't teach speed, and Jahmyr Gibbs is faster and quicker and more elusive than Bijan Robinson. So for that reason, he is my RB1. Was it a little controversial the Lions took him where they did? Yeah, but I think it's worth the pick. The dude's nice, man. The dude's nice. Now, don't get me wrong. I still love me some Bijan Robinson. That dude is a straight-up dog. Reminds me a lot of Adrian Peterson. But the game is going more towards guys like Alvin Kamara. I could be wrong. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Last but not least, moving on. Well, my bad. This ain't the main topic. It's just another side topic. We got an update on JSN. It's nothing too crazy, but apparently and allegedly, he's been going off in the Seahawks practices. There's actually a short video clip of, I'll just show it to you right here. I'm just going to talk over the clip where he is quote-unquote toasting Devon Witherspoon for the touchdown. I think labeling this as toasting Devon Witherspoon for the touchdown might be overdoing it, but hey, he did beat him. Well, now that I think about it, I guess you could say he toasted him, but it was one of those routes where he's wrapping around. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about this video clip? Would you say say he toasted him, or would you say it's more so of the route he ran that freed him to be open? Because the way I'm looking at it, Devon Weatherspoon and the other defender kind of got, well, I don't know. It kind of looked like they could have gotten mixed up, or I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts on it. I don't know how you'd feel about it. Okay, here's the comment. I think it explains what I was trying to say. And it looks like some people agree with it because it got over 50 likes. Wouldn't say quote unquote toast because it's not like it's just one-on-one. At this point, this is where coaching points can be emphasized. Number 1, eye discipline. Keep your eyes on your luggage. 2, running. When someone is running from the cops, you run too. Yeah, that's why it's kind of hard for me to say toast, because it wasn't like a one-on-one matchup. It's not like he Randy Mossed him. It kind of looked like one of those pick plays, but they slipped the pick, if that makes sense. You can label it how you want. JSN's looking good, Jahmyr Gibbs is looking good, and Bryce Young is QB1. I haven't been this excited. Y'all know I'm mainly a college football guy, but I haven't been this excited for an NFL season probably ever in my life. There's so many things to look forward to. I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts and everything we talked about down below, but roll with me.